Hi everybody, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year to all of our Geminis and Gemini-centric people. This is for January 2019. If you have the Sun, the Moon, Ascendant, North Node, or Stellium of 4 or more planets in Gemini. If you do know your Ascendant or where your Moon is or North Node, and this doesn't resonate with you, please feel free to watch the other videos with that sign, and that may appeal to you. Ooh, look at that's a nice card to come out. Let's see what we have, though. Thanks again for everyone who's subscribing. If you'd like a private reading, please follow the information in the link below, and I could do phone, Skype, or FaceTime, and I'm doing $1 a minute till the end of January for all clients, not just new ones. All right, so let's see what we have for our Gemini-centric people for January. Oh boy, this card has come up 3 times in a row. Holy mackerel. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. So, now we're in 2019, so this is the past, the immediate past 3 weeks to 3 months. We have a 9, so I like that because we're closing out on this. You took on a lot of responsibility, Gemini, and why wouldn't you? You're the social butterflies, right, of the zodiac. You love to network with people. You take on a lot. Now, these ones are work or a social situation. Maybe work has been very stressful for you, whether you work at home, out of your home, or outside of the home, whether it's with children or family, your home, your business, the job you go to, your school. This also could be with groups and organizations, anything to do with churches, from political organizations, craft meetings, anything. Also with anything of the wands is inspiration and passion, ideas. Maybe you're an artist or musician. You create things. You run a business. Whether it's agriculture, horticulture, fashion, design, it doesn't matter. It took a lot for you to get through the last 3 weeks to 3 months. You're pretty much beaten up over it, and like you're breathing this sigh of relief, like thank God 2018 is over. And you know, you're kind of looking here, the look in this person's face is like, what was I thinking, is all I keep feeling like. What was I thinking when I did this? Because you took this on freely, and of course you would. You're so light and airy. You have the energy of 2 people, you feel, as the twins in the zodiac. You felt like I could do all this. Now, these wands do represent established successes in your immediate past. So whatever activations, challenges, confrontations, battles, if you will, learning experiences, these challenges that you rose to, you were successful in. You do feel beaten up, like it's our soldier of fortune here, right? Where you feel like, I don't know, I've got one more to go on. You're leaning on this one final wand. For some of you, this is saying it's done with. You won the battle, it's over, you're finished. And you're looking back on this and saying, in retrospect, would I have done this? Don't shoulda, coulda, woulda on yourself. It was a learning curve for you, a growth, okay? You did get a lot of inspiration out of this. Even if it drained your passion, inspiration, or you lost interest in it, at the time when you dove into it, you stood up responsibly and handled this. Now, if this was in a relationship with another, let's say a love relationship, maybe you went through many battles with this person and you're worn down from it. The battle is over now. The outcome is going to be different for everyone because it's a general reading. Either you won the battle where you're saying, I'm done with this, I'm over it, I'm going to get my life together. Or you won the battle that you're saying, it was worth the fight. Things worked out in a positive way for me where we healed the relationship. For others, you know, if it ended and you're saying, I won the battle because it's done with, I'm never going to have this in my life again. See, it's going to be different for everyone. If this was about home, a work, a job, whatever social situation, person, place, or thing, It is in the past and it's over. You did learn a lot from it. It took a lot out of you, but look how much you gave and how much growth you have, because there's so much life spewing from each one of these wands still. You're on solid ground. This yellow is so empowering too. I really feel in the yellow tights, you really have become more grounded and empowered by this. You might look like you've been through a lot, but you're going to recover beautifully from this, because everything you did that you planted the seeds for and all the work that you've done, you're looking at this down in evaluation and saying, okay, I did all this work. Now it's time for me to reap the benefits. Are the end results worth the effort I put into this? You're really reevaluating this person, this place, this thing, this situation. Even if it's your health and the work you've been putting into it, schooling, whatever this is, you're saying, I nurtured this, I cared for it, I planted the seeds, I watered it, I fertilized it. You know, I tended to my garden of what I was planting the seeds of in my life and desiring and put so much energy into. Now you're ready to pluck the fruit from the vines. Now there's a lot on the vines, okay? And it's a 7, so we know it's about you really making a stand for yourself and looking at this. There's one at your foot heels, but you're kind of looking at this and saying like, is that all there is? So for some of you, if this is a job and you did all this work, you may be looking back and saying it's not worth it, or it's not bearing enough fruit for your liking. If it's a relationship and you did all this work, you're saying, okay, it's time for me to reap the harvest here. You know, I've got a foothold on this relationship, and this is what's left of it. What can I do with this now? You see, it's going to be different for everyone. I do feel you have this still, you have this grounded energy here, and you're still kind of like leaning on, even though it's a garden tool, it reminds me of the wand here, you know, but you're healed from the battle. And the blue here is very much about knowledge. Where here you have this white, it's a starting over, a purging. Here you've learned a lesson from this. And going forward, you're going to really calculate the next time you get yourself involved with this situation. Is this the amount of money that I thought I'd be making from this? Is this the payoff I would get? Is this the grounded feeling? Is it enough for me to feel stable and keep me where I want to be? There's a light airiness around you here, and it's very clear. And I don't know if you could see this beautiful aura, this white aura. I really feel you're illuminated here by your past experience. And you're taking it with you now, right now, looking at it right now, to prepare for yourself for what's coming. Now, here's your card in the tarot. It's a major arcana. This is the Lovers. It is Gemini. So for some of you, this is a love relationship, and it's talking to you about choose wisely. Have you chosen wisely? Is this relationship a blessed one for you? This is the number 6 of Venus and harmonic balance. All right, and it is about harmony in all relationships and things. Now, if it's not about a love relationship that you feel like this is the Lover's card, this is the thing that you've desired most recently in your life anyway, that you felt you needed to complete you in this juncture of your life. Were you partnering with the dream diamond necklace you wanted, or engagement ring, having a baby, being healthy, moving, traveling the world, having a beautiful, loving person in your life in a long-term relationship that's healthy? See, everyone is different. That's why it's a general reading. But the card does imbue the energy of fulfilling your heart's desire, that need at this time in your life to feel a completion, whether it is with another soul person in your life as a lover, or husband or wife or child, or a soul person in your life as a partner in business, a friend, okay, companion. In that capacity, if you could look at it, it's saying you need to choose wisely and look for the beauty in the relationship of the two of you together. What can you give and receive? And making sure that it's not unhealthy, where you do all the giving and they take, or vice versa, you take and don't give enough. This card does indicate, like I said, choosing wisely. Now the angel's overlooking this couple, and it could be male, female, 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 male, male. It doesn't matter. Mother, son, child, daughter. It doesn't matter. It depends on what it is in your life that you're looking for this angelic blessing over. And this as a major is something you have to grow right now. Where are you not communicating your heart's desire in your co-creation of your own mind? Okay, dear Gemini, you rule the mental realm. Okay, you're airy. Where are you not communicating this with this person, place, or thing? That's very important too, they're saying, especially since your third house of communication. Maybe you're not communicative enough. Maybe you're talking too much and not saying the right things. We want you to really evaluate that. Look at things logically right now. Is this what you want? Did you give so much and not get enough? Are you tired and weary and healed from the battle and satisfied with this person, place, or thing in the month of January? We want you to think about that and evaluate that. This card's come up in 3 readings, you know, and the last Taurus, I think, had it here too, and Aries up here. So we know we just came off the celebratory energies of the holidays. Now, in your grounded foundation here, this is what you want to lay some of you are looking to get engaged or get married if you're engaged. Some of you are looking for the next step. You have moved in together, you're married, whatever your belief system is about coupling, and you want a child, or you want to buy that house, or you want the brand new car, the big vacation, the great honeymoon. So this is celebration in your foundation. You have established everything, all of these wands you went through. Here, this is all ground. Ideas, passions, desires, everything you want, stable, orange, creating something. All right, that's that energy, the chakra of reproduction, life, death, and rebirth. All this yellow, empowerment, the 2 people celebrating. So in your foundation, you're looking for this joyous celebration. You want to have this in your life. Let's look for clarity on that. What is it that you're not getting it, or you don't feel you have it, or if it's coming to you, what it is for you? But this is success. This is like the completion of the venture. You were looking for something particular with this person, place, or thing. And it's in your foundation. You want to have that celebration and completion that you feel like it's yours. It's done. You've got it. Let's see what it is. What is this 4-hour Gemini energies for January in their foundation? Maybe some advice, Spirit. Let's see. Okay, the Tower. Interesting. Well, it's a clearing away. For some of you, you're going to look at this relationship and say, well, I don't think I chose wisely. I want my love and happiness. I want my happily ever after, and it's going to have to change because this is not a solid foundation. This is Aries. I mean, Mars energy in the Tarot. A lot of emotions here. Don't be frightened by this card because it's enlightening. You know, and I had said here, this is illumination. It's enlightening, this energy. And 7 does have that lightning bolt effect for you making good choices and seeing the light as it is. For some of you, it's going to be a drastic change or a shocking change that you're going to be making or experiencing with this person, place, or thing. And it's a clearing away because in the foundation, to have the Tower, it's saying it wasn't built on a good foundation. So if it's that job, relationship, the school, the subject you are studying, the way you've been handling your life, you know, you want to get to this in your foundation. Whatever that means for you is different from everybody, right? But it's going to have to make some big changes. And instead of being afraid of this, welcome this, because you know out of the chaos comes the peace. Out of the destruction you rebuild. And to have a solid foundation in this position, you want this Tower to stand strong. In other cards, it shows it's wrecked. But this is weathering this storm. And look, Gemini, it's still standing. And so are you. And you do have this enlightenment here to realize this is not what I wanted it to be. I want something more. I want complete happiness and joy in my life. And God help everyone, because when a Gemini starts thinking and creating, watch out, because you can make it happen. So here you are crowning your reading, what Spirit is saying. You know, here, this is your 7, but you kind of progressed. You've moved on. You've got something new going for you, you know, like Stella got a groove back. So for some of you, you're changing your modus operandi. You're going to change the way you're handling things. You're going to become more stable and grounded. Work hard on the new you this year, starting with January. For some of you, getting a new job, vocation, or trade, moving the way that you make your money or have your money coming in. Maybe you're working from home now, or you're starting a new business, or you got a side hustle going. You're bringing in more coins. You're making this, but you lovingly are toiling away, and it doesn't even feel like work for you. You got a good solid foundation. Even if it's not going to come in very quickly, it's coming, and just know that you're working very diligently on your skill set. For students, you're going to be really putting the pedal to the metal with your learning, because either you're switching or changing your school or your course of study. And for other people, vocation, a trade that you thought you were, well, I want to be a welder. Now you don't want to be a welder. You want to go into electrical or whatever it is. But this is saying you got that grounding, because we know with 7, you took a stand for yourself. 8 is saying you're going to make it manifest into your life. And crowning this reading is, Spirit always wants you to have the best, Gemini. All right, so they're wishing this for you too. And just saying everything you want is possible. Look at how grounded this person is and stable. Again, we took this orange, creativity. Something happened and changed, but you're still here. You're still here. And you're working at the new you, the new life, the new relationship. If it's a relationship that you're in and you're rebuilding it, okay, that you went through the battle, and you're reassessing everything, but there's certain changes going on with you and this person, and you're working harder at it. Maybe you weren't working very hard, or they weren't working very hard, or you weren't communicating. Now you've got the strength to communicate how you feel, and you're very grounded here. But I really do feel like there's going to be some change with your finances too, or even your home. Something in your vocation, trade is definitely changing. Your course of study is definitely changing. And what's coming in the next 3 weeks, so for January, we have the Hermit. Now, this is another major, okay? We have another 9. Here we had the 9 in the past and the 9 in the future. I think one of the other readings did too. So we have these endings, which I kind of like the end of your pain and misery here, unless, dear Gemini, you don't heed the call of Spirit and Gabriel and repeat this pattern in your life. You know, you want this to end. This is taking time to be introspective. And I'm going to tell you, you need this. You've got 3 majors here. It's only the 3rd reading, but I don't think anyone else had a major so far. So this is very important for you. And this is Virgo. Now, Virgo is also a mental realm, because Mercury rules you, Gemini, and Virgo, your polar opposite. This is your balance. Virgo, you have this analytical mind, and this, as you have a very quizzical mind, right? So you assimilate all this information. Virgo analyzes it. So this is saying taking in all the information for everything you've past experienced with this person, place, or thing, and this change. Now you're starting to go in and trust your light. This is your inner divination. Now we just came off of that 11 vibration of 2018. That master number, 2, 0, 1, and 8 is 11. So we wanted to trust our intuition and tap into it. We really definitely want to take this energy and say it's time for you to trust your intuition. What are you afraid of, my love? You need to face what's going on in your life, or else you are never going to achieve your happily ever after in whatever it is for you. Change is inevitable. And like, the good thing is that things change. The bad things is that things change. It's just cycles in our life. With this, they're saying major things. January's major growth changes for you, whether you like it or not. Because if you don't make the change, the universe will. And even indecision is a choice in the eyes of the universe. So it's better to take an active part in your destiny and make a choice, because the universe will always, always be in flux. So at least you can have some control over it. Knowledge, 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 knowledge. Go within. Trust that little light. That's all you need, is to trust yourself. You know, and this Virgo energy always analyzes, is perfecting things. It's like a chess player. And it looks toward what's practical and discerns the truth. Don't lie to yourself about this situation, person, place, or thing. Be realistic here and know that you have the power within you. And again, look, one has the wand, it looks like. This looks like a wand that he's leaning on. And here too, right across the board, you've got a good support system with your own ideas and creativity. This is time for you to create the new you, the new life. Start manifesting this month with something new and exciting for you, dear Geminis, because you deserve it. We all deserve our happily ever after, and whatever that is. Okay, I'm going to ask for some extra advice or guidance. This is the Colette Baron Reid Good Tarot. It's an oracle deck. And like I like to read with light and love, even people think it's negative, I don't. It's change, you know. What am I going to do with this? Life gives you lemons, make lemonades, you know. So let's see. What is a good affirmation to help us with this energy for January? That's so empowering for me as a Gemini-centric person. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Anybody? Okay. Oop, oop. I don't know if I should take out the 2, but let's see. 2 came up. All right, we have the 7 of water. Interesting, because we have all this fire energy here and earth energy. 7 of water is all the choices. Oh my God, if this doesn't confuse a Gemini even more, like a kid in a candy store. So it's the 7 of cups. We did have that in one of the other readings. Choices to be made. Isn't this beautiful imagery? Our mermaids beneath the depths. And she has all these choices around her, and she's contemplating them. Now, within the depths of ourselves, we need to reach down, dig deeply down. What is it that I desire? Water, cups, pleasure, things that I feel. Money can't buy these things, okay? What is it that I need in my life that I feel this energetic connection to? Manifesting in my life that will satisfy my heart. My heart's desires, my happily ever after. Are you kidding yourself right now? Are you avoiding things right now? Are you lying to yourself? Are you being realistic? So let's see what it says for 7 of water. Okay, again, these are like affirmations, but we start off with imagination, fantasy, artistic endeavors, and co-creative abilities unleashed. We were talking about that. What are you going to create? So it says, now is the time to tune into the infinite possibilities that exist and begin to play with them. Everything begins in the world of imagination, and I seize the opportunity to dream. I allow my intuition and desire to blend in an alchemical way, forming something new. Castles in the air can become castles on the ground when I realize rigidity, bend the rules, and remain flexible. When I release, rigidity, bend the rules, and remain flexible and open. Limitations and boundaries give way to manifestations. Spirit never doubts the power of possibility, and neither will I. So I like how they made reference to the castles, because look at this castle here, and I told you it's still standing. Well, it's just you creating a new castle. But you need to focus. Also, the Ace of Air came up, and they're saying yes, especially since you're an air sign, new beginnings, victory. I like this for you, Gemini, because God, you got so much going on here right now. You need some help and guidance. And, you know, victory comes differently to all of us. Some of us, it's like a blaze of glory, and some of us, it's something subtle. It doesn't matter. Just take it. It's a new beginning. And the air qualities, we have this beautiful Pegasus just gliding through the air. And it seems at peace. There's no stress. It's white. It's beautiful. Purity, new beginning. It's saying destiny and fate, the law of karma, powerful forces of transformation at work, synchronicity. Now, we talked about the universe stepping in and making changes. And this talked about alchemical processes. And we know that's transmutive and transformational energy. Taking something from a raw state, right? And purifying it into something beautiful. So it says, for your information, meaningful coincidences and forces beyond my human control are opening in my life and operating in my life now for the highest good. Things are happening now with great velocity. I can expect quick results that will lead me forward with excellent information. Communication, information, assimilating, that's Gemini, right? Communication, 3rd house, assimilating information. analyzing it, discerning the truth, long-term planning, making clear-cut choices, okay? Good choices. It's a lot for you in January, but I like that we got some positive affirmation for you in the outcome. And like I said, some of you it's going to be a blaze of glory, and it's so obvious. Some it'll be very subtle. But either way, it is progress for you, dear Geminis. Well, thank you again for watching and subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. I am available for readings if you'd like one. Please just hit me up in the information below, and we can easily do that for you. I hope you have a great month. And as always, I wish you the best.